Can you imagine, like, 10,000 years from now, that Nostalgia Critic video will be up?
That'd be cool. And like, something really fucked up in the world happens and all of our history is gone except for every Nostalgia Critic episode is still available. our entire history, our entire existence is like people in the future build it around Nostalgia Critic episodes. They put the pieces together.
The Easter Island head is just Doug Walker's bald ass head going ah.
Anything that Doug says about film from that point on is considered fact.
Anyone that disagrees is like beheaded in an execution.
Doug Walker is like the second coming of Christ.
He's brought back.
Time for another fun, epic level.
What? That was the halberd.
Ooh, we did it.
Look, we got Uku and Son.
Yay.
Who's that?
Wii Fit Trainer? No.
Go that way.
Bowser seems passive-aggressive about that.
Well, Ganondorf's directions were go that way. Did you know? Did you know the voice actor, the announcer, is the same guy for Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Shut the fuck up.
That was my favorite scene. Charizard going,
Yes, to catch those two. Those are on his hit list. I agree. I like being a Pokemon trainer. I like being I like being all the Pokemon.
like being Squaddle.
I like being Squirtle, but
Squaddle.
I like Bulbasaur more than Ivysaur, but you know Ivysaur is a good compromise.
Well, originally, Sakurai thought of having Blastoise in it.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been neat just because it would have gone against the expected, I guess. But Charizard, I get keeping in there. I thought it was weird in Smash Bros. For Wii U that they cut the other two out. Like, to me, that's like... I don't know. Did anyone really just want Charizard on his own?
I feel like it's mainly because of the 3DS.
That's probably... Yeah, Ice Climbers were cut. You know what? That's probably exactly true. What do you think about them doing like a Pokemon... Doing like, you know, future Smash Bros. To keep Pokemon Trainer in but updating his Pokemon?
That's what a lot of other people thought of, too.
Yeah, Zach... I remember Zach specifically mentioned that in our... You know, our reaction to the Everyone's Here trailer. But that was before we even picked up on the fact that they were literally bringing everyone back.
People thought, we should have Pokemon Trainer 2 with Typhlosion. Ooh!
I think it'd be...
I'm being a dick right now, but...
I think it'd be cool.
Or it was like, my new prediction was Rival, and it'd be Gary Oak, a.k.a. Blue, with other Pokemon. I grew up with this stuff, I'm allowed to make fun of it.
It's okay.
No,
I make fun of it, too.
I remember I used to follow stuff like Lord Jackal and Pizza Dude Man Guy. I know that's a mouthful, but... And they would make I wouldn't really say like... They make both prediction videos and then critiquing people's fan-made roster predictions for like out there stuff. And I remember a lot of them...
Ooh, music.
I like followed a lot of the, I guess the fan community rules, or like we're all... How can we predict the new Smash Brothers character or the roster? And people's stuff was like, it can't be third party unless exceptions. It can only be 4 characters per rep, even though Dr. Mario in Melee counted as 5. It couldn't be super specific stuff. Or like Nintendo, it had to be relevant. Nintendo had to predict everything, or anything Nintendo did predicted a character coming to Smash. So it was very weird at the time. And then when Ultimate came out, it was just the biggest like that whole list is, or the whole fan-made rule was dumb.
I had like definitely had a lot of like. Watch a lot of online reviewers just say shit that, like, to this day I remember because of how fucking ridiculous I thought it was. Because they always said it with such confidence. That was the best part about it, you know? Yeah. Is there was no, like... Nowadays, I feel like people try to be a lot more in the middle on things, or, like, a lot more... I don't know. They try to be more self-aware at the very least. They try to come off as less arrogant, which was absolutely not a thing.
Like
in the older days.
Like one of the things I can tell you about Ridley is that people were saying Ridley shouldn't be in Smash Brothers because we already have a dragon. And I remember thinking, you are the stupidest idiots if you ever make that argument.
That's like not really, yeah, like what is your argument? Because you could argue like, oh, we shouldn't have Jigglypuff in the game or Pokemon Trainer because there's already a Pokemon character. That's
why like I would reply things like, we can't have a human because Mario counts as one.
Right.
Or like, we can't have this character because we already have the animal character. So
we can't have a second character. We can't have more. We can't have Leek in the game because Mario's already a boy character.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I remember fucking This is a completely different channel. I remember fucking Blockbuster Buster, one of the Channel Awesome people. He had a fucking review of like Haunted Mansion or some shit. And at one point, like his critique of the movie, take that, was. Like, at one point, one of the characters says, it's time for us to go to heaven. We're going to finally leave because they're, like, all spirits. But that character specifically committed suicide.
Oh, God.
And then he said, like, he committed suicide. That means he goes to hell. Why is he saying he's going to heaven? And I remember just thinking, what the fuck, man?
I don't know, sometimes all of us like to act smart, like to act intelligent, or just, like, the technical kind of things. I guess it all really depends on where we're coming from, and just looking back, it's all like circumstances.
I think,
like, I'm sure all of us, we had our reasonings for why we acted the way we did, why we looked up to certain people, why we tried to just be like, I'm cool, I can think of this stuff too. Screw this character coming to Smash or whatever.
I've had like.
Oh, that was like a close call.
But it also put me exactly where I needed to be. There's been, like, videos I made in the past where I was definitely trying to emulate, like, you know, kind of that Channel Awesome vibe. I've said stuff that, like, I've criticized stuff that definitely didn't need to be criticized, but, like, where I definitely did not understand what I was talking about. But I also praised things that did not deserve praise. Because we're all just, everybody is just trying to figure their shit out.
Clenching fist.
Like, I remember my first, like, review of, like, Legacy was very positive.
Legacy.
And looking back,
Stupid Mario Brothers Legacy? Okay.
And looking back at it, it's like, I don't know why I was lying to myself.
That was the finale, right?
Yeah, I think I was trying to be wholesome. I think that's, like, the other opposite. Instead of trying to sound smart, I was trying to sound, like, really nice. But, like, there's very little defense I could give Legacy. The Fallout scene is cool. That's it. That is it.
It's been... I don't even know how long it's been since Legacy came out.
It's been, like, 4 years, at least.
Has it really been 4 years?
At least. Maybe 3, definitely more than 2.
Oh, not 3.
Because I think it was, like, 2017 or 2018 that came out.
Okay.
Because I think Super Mario World Season 1 was 2015.
It was probably around, like, when Fallout 4 came out. So, like, 16-ish, 15.
Yeah. It's okay, kid. We'll die soon, just like your friend. That's why we're going into this cave. It's time for the sacrifice.
Stop feeling sad.
Be glad.
Yeah, that was just... Oh, my God. Back in the early days of YouTube, I forget this guy's name. It might have been, like, Undertaker or something. But he, like, had a Goomba and a Boo beanie hat, and he made a video about...
Oh, wait, the Goomba hat guy.
I forget what it was called.
Undertaker Freak?
That might have been him. But I remember he made a specific video saying, like his response to depression is just saying, stop being depressed. Be happy.
He's the guy with, like, a Beavis cut out next to him all the time, right?
Yes. It was people like him, and then
Archfiend.
The Archfiend, who were, like, they were quote unquote controversial people at the time.
I would watch their videos, and I liked them at first because it was kind of like they would talk about things in a way that I haven't heard discussed before. But it hit a point with both of them, and no, like, honest to God, no offense to either one of them. I at least to my knowledge, I don't really have a reason to like shit on these people, you know, like for old videos. But there were like, this is just reflecting on old stuff. There were times where I was like, oh, this is kind of a neat person. I want to watch more of their stuff. Exclude Mario. Mario's not invited to the party. He got arrested like way too many times. I don't trust him. Yeah, Mario. There was Mario Party commercial. There was Sunshine, and then there was his heroin bust.
Mario's not here because he went to hell before he died.
But like, those were two people where I enjoyed what they were saying at first, just because it was like kind of different. But then it was more so just along the lines of like, I don't think that these two know what the fuck they're talking about. I think that they want to be contrarian, and that's mainly it.
It might have just been like the high, or just finding it funny.
Yeah, I think a big part, like a big thing with like, I do think there are people who try to be contrarian for the hell of it. Because people start to agree with them, and then too many people agree with them, so they have to find a different thing to yell at. And it's probably because that's like the image they sell for themselves, you know?
I got a pie for you.
I got you some pie.
I'll take the Franklin badge. Aw. Alright, we gotta hold down.
So, you know, one thing that we haven't talked about too much, I don't know if it's something we want to talk about in great depth here, just because by the time this comes out, this will have also been out for a really long time.
What's up?
But I don't think me and you talked about it that much. The Mario movie.
It was good.
It was good. Did you...
Before that, if anybody is aware about what happened, like...
Oh, yeah.
Well, there I go and die. If anybody's aware what happened, like, that Saturday weekend at a mall in Delaware, you know, there's doxing me, whatever. I was technically there during the mall shooting.
You were like more there, yeah. Like you like at that point, like the situation was more under control, right?
Yeah, it was like an hour or so afterwards. I went there with friends. We were driving in, and the police cars were blocking everything. So we were thinking, what's going on? There, you know, what is all this? Could there be an accident? Let's try another way. We see more cop cars, and we're seeing everybody getting evacuated. We're still not sure what's going on. So the theater is right beside the mall. So we decide, all right, let's park somewhere and then walk on foot to the theater. So as we're walking, there's even more cop cars, back-to-back cop cars near the mall. And we keep hearing other people on phones, just letting them know that they're okay. Something about, like, maybe there's a bomb threat, maybe, like, you know, a huge accident. One of my friends is a, what do you call it, an IT guy at the police station. And so he called one of the officers who's in charge of censoring footage. And he called him, asked him, please tell me you're not at the mall right now, and explained that a lot of pings happened near that area, which, you know, coincidence, here we are. And it turns out it was a shooter. Uh-oh. So...
What was it's, you know, that's a pretty heavy thing to talk about on this show, but just, like, what was the, like, I don't know, like, we can cut this out if it's too serious, but, like...
It had to do with a gang rival.
Okay, so this wasn't, like, a mass shooting event, this was,
yeah,
did anyone die, or...?
As far as I'm aware, no.
That's
only
good.
3 shot, 5 injured, which isn't, you know, I wish none of that happened, of course. Like, don't take any of me as, like, laughing about it, but, like, that's, of course, very awful that it did happen.
I think it's, like, nervous laughter, you know?
That's honestly, when looking back on it, all 3 of us were in a nervous laughter of just, like, what a coincidence. Of course, the movie theater itself was locked up. You know, obviously that's the right thing to do. You know, there's a shooting, so you're gonna do that. So we went to a different theater instead.
Oh, you can't die.
And then watched it. And then we watched it, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah. I kind of started to think more and more that I would end up enjoying it as more stuff was being released on it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. I had such a fun fucking time watching that. Like, my only, like... I talked about this on one of my streams, but, like, my only, like... I kind of had 3 notes about the whole thing that I'd like to have seen a little different. One is maybe you saw this going around on, like, on Twitter or something or online, but there was the Take On Me scene had, like, some really good Donkey Kong music made for it.
That's what I heard, too.
And I listened to it, and it's like, yeah, it's one of the best tracks in the entire movie, and it's not even in there. I hope that they do I would like it if they did a option on the DVD to watch it, like, the Take On Me cut is separate from the other cut, you know?
I have not heard the Donkey Kong song.
I should play it.
But I will say, I still enjoy that song, Take On Me.
I do like that song. And I wasn't that bothered by it in the movie, because I still had that video game music in there. It wasn't like the entire thing was being taken out. But I think Luigi was a bit too sidelined. I think maybe that's where the movie was only an hour 30 minutes long. Maybe that's where it could have benefited from, like, maybe an hour 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour 30 minutes. At the same time, though, I do kind of like the movie just gets to the point and doesn't waste time, but it felt like you could have done more with Luigi, you know? I'm okay with Luigi being the one that they have to save in this instead of Peach, because, you know, they want to obviously build a chemistry with, like, Peach and Mario. And I think Luigi and Mario had, like, really good chemistry immediately.
You could obviously make it so that Peach did get kidnapped and then make it her own character.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Paper Mario did, but it's, again, different writers, different other people, as I'm, like, choking on something right now. Hold on.
I think that... I get why they don't want to go that route. I do get why they don't want to go that route. The only thing I could really... My only other issue with the movie... And this one's nitpicky. This one's, like... It doesn't actually fucking matter at all. It's just a me thought. The bully in the flashback scene should have been Wario.
I thought that was Foreman Spike.
In the flashback?
Yeah.
I didn't think it looked like Spike.
I thought it was because of the glasses.
I didn't get that, because I kind of saw Spike not even as, like, as much of a bully character as he was just really petty about them not working for him anymore. Like, they were probably on good terms before that happened.
Probably. Alright, here's my gripe that doesn't matter in the end. I'm still gonna say this. Why would you buy a $20 pizza, eat only one slice, then leave? Spike, what is wrong with you? Regardless of how you feel about him, I would not do that to him. I want Metagross. I died for Metagross. I would have at least had that taken to go.
Yeah.
You know, financially and for your stomach. Like, come on, man.
That scene was, like, almost like fucking, sensory overload might not be the right thing, but just, it was a huge fucking, like, both intentionally and unintentionally was, like, reference heaven. Because, 1, you have Spike in the scene. 2, you have Charles Martinet's voice in that scene.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, 3, you have the Mario Brothers rap, which, to be fair, that was already spoiled, that was going to be in the movie. And then they said Stupid Mario Brothers. And
Rich Alvarez is canon!
And it's like, I know that one was not intentional, right? Like, that one was, like... That, you can't call that a reference to Stupid Mario Bros. I bet Richie would make a video claiming that it is.
They even referenced me!
What? No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
I hope he makes a new video with, like, Miyamoto's face that says thanks to Shigeru Miyamoto for referencing Stupid
just
Mario
like
Brothers.
the fucking Oni Plays clip.
Yes. No! What happened?!
Wait, I did that.
Alright, I'm gonna fall, and then I'm gonna... Okay.
I forgot that I couldn't go on the doors for a second.
God, that was so weird.
Water! I didn't do anything, Stuart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame that it's the nunchucks doing this, because it's doing this again. I'm trying to run and I pause. It's just old, cold, full of mold. It was old wrinkly Kong. I swear to God. Okay.
Also, was that one...
If that killed us again. I'm sorry, what's up?
I heard people complain about Cranky Kong's voice, and...
I don't care. No, I literally thought Cranky Kong was hilarious as hell. And
I didn't, like, I honestly, like, I guess that when people talk about it, I guess I hear what they're saying, because it's not the voice I would have pictured him with. But I did not think about it until after I saw the movie. I did think Chris Pratt was the worst performance, but I also thought he did fine.
He was still fine.
Yeah.
It's just, my goodness, the marketing voice they gave him was god-awful.
Yeah.
Like, it shows... whatever.
Because there was Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. That's the worst delivery in the whole movie.
No, I think
it's not in there.
I think the worst delivery was just his woohoo kind of thing. And they kept playing that during commercials.
Yeah,
but then he was more like woohoo, and it's just can I make it? Yes.
Mine.
Yeah, go for it. All right. That's not how you catch a Pokemon,
you fucking cheater,
idiot. Look at Lucas.
God, you caught a Pokemon! I just caught a Pokemon, guys!
Well, we don't want to die again.
I wanna.
Well, I guess we get to start here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What is this, Sonic CD?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I make videos about Sonic.
I like videos about videos.
I make videos about people who make videos.
You ever see those reviewing the reviewer channels?
I think so.
I make videos about YouTubers dying in real life.
Guess who I am?
It's a couple people.
The
Gamer from Mars.
Yes. I remember one of these days we're all going to be in a Gamer from Mars video about our deaths.
Top 15 YouTubers that died.
He did like a top 100 video, like YouTubers that died. I think after that point I just realized like this is kind of a little bit too far.
No,
I think it was all out of respect. But at the same time, it's just you're making a video about 100 people that are no longer here.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's doing it anyways. I was a lot more charitable with him at a point too, and I really don't give a shit. Like it's not like I wouldn't blame anyone who knew these people getting offended by it, but for me personally, I'm not personally offended by it. But it's just like I don't really... I can't really make a good, like, faith argument for him.
Now, the one argument I can make is about 3 a.m. challenges, back when that was very popular. Like, rest his soul, Etika. There was a YouTuber that did finding dead Etika at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I even know that YouTuber's name, which I won't even fucking say. But he's not, I don't even think he's allowed on the platform anymore. I think he actually did get kicked off.
I think the reasoning was, like, faking his ex-girlfriend's death.
Yeah, there was...
I think he, like, somehow was able to come... God, come on. I'm holding it down, and Lucas just keeps, like, hesitating. It's probably like 10-year-old dirt.
Oh, you're gonna have to hit the switch back there.
Oh, there's a switch back there?
Yeah, hit that one. Wait for this one to come back up and then we'll hit this one. Alright, let's go.
Come on!
Ah, we must leave.
Oh.
Pick a Pokemon trainer.
Oh, come on. What is wrong with this? Oh, that's cute.
Give us a little shortcut.
Run! That's adorable.
Oh wait, we're getting rid of the floor
We're
again.
gonna run away. Ignore it.
Maybe since we have one life left, we should just go for the door.
They're blocking it though. Now they're not because they died. What the hell?
Charizard! Grass beats fire!
Sure it does.
Fuck you, Charizard! I'm gonna do a suicide pact with Charizard. I must fight fire with fire. Quick, hit me with an attack, Lucas.
Sure.
I love the shot. I love this fucking shot. I did it. Look at him fucking set it. Look at him fucking set it.
You're like eating my eyes.